Hello and welcome back from the Matrix. I have a sandwich.
And I am Raru.
We are Super Matrix, and we're playing the game again. Maybe just ride that fucking like chocobo looking ass.
I don't think I can ride that. I can kill him though for food.
What? You can't ride the big birds?
Back here, bird.
You know what's crazy? Ostriches are fucking crazy.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
You know, birds are fucking tiny, and then you just walk, you just see this fucking like massive, absolute huge ass bird. Like, how in the fuck are those the same thing? You know what I mean?
They're just big ass birds. I don't know. It makes sense to me.
It makes sense when you consider Darwinian evolution. But if you just like, if you look at it from like a much more simplistic worldview, where you're not like, you're just thinking of pure categories.
Hey, look
Created
back here.
kinds, as a creationist would call it. And you just think like, because here's the thing, okay, because there are still evolution deniers today, right? People who are just like, oh, evolution's not real. But the thing about that is that it's bullshit. The most simplistic... Oh, you got opal.
I don't know
Some
what that's
random
used for.
rock.
Special rock.
My time is a piece of wax.
Time?
That's from Loser by Beck. The two things, like there are only two things that you need to accept are true in order to accept Darwinian evolution as a fact. Right? And that's that descendants resemble their parents, but with slight modification, right? Like you are not exactly the same as your parents, right? You're slightly different from both of them. Okay? You accept that. So you differ slightly from your parents, but you obviously have passed on features from them. Inherited traits. Okay? That's called descent with modification. So that's premise 1. And premise 2 is natural selection, which is basically just the idea that living things are mortal, they die, and because living things die, the things that survive the best are going to be most likely
Damn it.
to pass on their traits. Okay? You accept those two things, and you have to accept Darwinian evolution is true. Even creationists, like, because those two things are just observable in anyone's everyday reality, anyone's everyday life. Those two things are very obviously true, no matter what. The idea that of descent with modification, that's just verifiably true. Just look at any child compared to their parents. Okay? And natural selection is just very obviously true because anything that's alive is going to be subject to some sort of selection process.
God damn it, fell.
Through the mortality of their life. Yeah, this boat is fucking retarded. What are you doing?
No, it'll work. It's working. Fuck you, it works.
Oh shit.
It's literally twice as fast as a normal.
The sails can turn. I didn't know the sails can turn. Okay. I was just like, dude, you're making like the most front-heavy fucking sailboat on the planet.
It was supposed to be vertical, not horizontal like it is. But it's fine, it worked. Got me exactly where I needed to go.
Well, that's true. I don't know why it needed 2 sails, but...
It would go faster. Twice the sail power.
I think it went like maybe 10% faster.
Hey, that's faster. Okay, cool. Let's
right.
go in.
So creationists who deny evolution accept those two things. And so how can you deny evolution if you're accepting what's very obviously evolution? I'll let the cutscene play and then we'll go.
Yeah.
Does he still not have a voice?
He just goes, ah.
What the hell? We can't even have the voiced cutscenes? Oh man, it's just green again. He's just giving us more
I
green.
love green. That's a sword green.
I thought he was supposed to give us different colors.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's all just green.
Fuse. Attach something equipped to a weapon. So I can fuse things to the arrows and to my swords and shit.
See, look, the other one was orange, so this should obviously be orange. Okay, so if they're denying evolution, but they accept, like, the two basic premises of Darwinian evolution, what are they denying? Okay, so generally what they try to say is that they deny that we all descended from one life form, right? The last universal common ancestor. They're like, oh man, we can't all have just come from one bacteria or one single-celled organism, right? That can't be right. But why? Why can't that be right? Like what's wrong with that? That seems to fit within all of what we know about the world. And they never explain why. Like, why is that wrong? What they do say is that, oh yeah, well, you know, it actually makes more sense that we have created kinds, right? Because obviously what they want is they want there to be like God. So, oh, God did it. God's the one who made life, right? So like, okay, God didn't just make one single bacteria and then nature just did its thing and the rest of us came from that. No, God created each kind. So he created the bird kind and the dog kind and the ape kind. And the human kind, and the human and the ape kind are two different things. Okay, humans aren't apes. Okay, because that makes me irrationally angry for some reason, and irrationally panicky and scared when somebody says that humans and apes are the same. That makes me irrationally angry. So I have to say that they're two different things. So yeah, there's like the cat kind and the bird kind and the ape kind, but it's like if you accept that, then that means that you have to accept that like ostriches and like sparrows are the same kind, which is just weird. Like, I don't know. It's weird to think. It's just weird to think like, oh, okay, they're just, evolution can't create that much variance, except for this fucking huge amount of variance that occurs, like, within the kinds, you know? It just doesn't, I don't know, it's just a comically stupid argument. It's just like, oh yeah, this, like, gradual evolution that happened over the course of billions of years, starting with one universal common ancestor, right? That's nonsense. But very, very rapid, fucking cartoonishly fast evolution that occurs over just a few thousand years, yeah, that makes sense. What? But either way, you're accepting evolution, so there's nothing within observed reality to differentiate the hypotheses, except for that the created kinds hypothesis is nonsense and completely arbitrary. Like, each kind is obviously arbitrary. Oh, dude, they gave us batteries. Like, oh, you need batteries to power the Switch 2. Did you know the Switch 2 has rechargeable batteries?
They last over 2 minutes.
Yeah, I heard that the Switch 2's batteries fucking suck.
I actually have no idea. I haven't looked.
Like, I hear if you're playing a game, they die after like 2 hours of gameplay, which is just absurdly short.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds about right. You're playing like Zelda. Some like super powerful game. I guess the new Mario Kart is pretty extreme. You have to render that entire world.
Yeah, it's the Forza Horizon of the Switch 2. Big open world card game with like, you know, super impressive graphics to show everybody what it can do. Dude, I hope they make a Super Mario Odyssey 2. That'd be fucking sick.
Yeah, I don't see why not. They may. That's how they did Galaxy.
Yeah, Odyssey 1 was a launch title. This is true. And we're not launching with Odyssey 2, so that means I need to blow my brains out.
Oh.
Odyssey was like one of the only Switch games I fucking played. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't play much of it.
You didn't beat Odyssey?
No.
It was fun. It was a very fun game.
I played parts of it for sure.
I vastly enjoyed it. I almost went and got every star. Or every moon, I guess. Because I thought it was that enjoyable, but I have a job and school.
That's why I haven't played this. Like, I know it's super fun, but it's gonna take so much time to just play even a little bit of it.
Because you're employed.
Got important shit going on.
I'm too employed for this. Can somebody explain this to me? Have you seen those comments?
No. But is it on fucking like Reddit? It sounds like a Reddit response.
Nah, it's usually on Instagram and TikTok.
Redditors are usually people that aren't employed, so.
Yeah, nobody's talking about having a job on Reddit. I'll tell you that much.
I'm unemployed.
They wouldn't know what the experience is like. Yeah, so it's usually on like Instagram and TikTok. And it's like whenever somebody brings up some like internet drama or internet beef that's been going on between two people, somebody who's out of the loop will comment like, "Oh, I'm employed. Can someone explain this to me?" Like I haven't been keeping up with the internet drama because I have a job. Like I haven't been keeping up with the internet drama because I have a job.
It's really hard to Google something. I guess it kind of is. I think they changed. They made the AI assistant like a secondary heading that you click on like the desktop version. Or maybe they changed it back.
This is good. Yeah, probably because they realized that it costs an absolute fucking boatload to run the AI every time someone does a search. Like that's just massively energy and cost intensive.
Nah.
For something that is, you know, an answer that already exists that you don't need to be generating every single fucking time. So it would make sense, and most people don't even look at it because it's not trustworthy, because you can't trust what the AI says. You just can't. You never could, even back when they made GPT-3.
What are they on now?
Like GPT-8. GPT-3 came out like in 2015 or something, or even before that maybe.
I was thinking.
Yeah, but I do remember when GPT-3 came out, I was hyped for it because they generated and they said, first of all, they were like, "Oh yeah, we're never gonna release this to the public because it's too dangerous."
They didn't.
Right? Because when GPT-3 came out, they generated. Like, one of the first things they generated was a news article. And it was a news article about how there were, like, unicorns. Like, somebody went on, an expedition and, like, excavated unicorn fossils, essentially. It's like, oh, they must have been real at one point. Right? And that's what the article was about. But the article sounded very real. And it, like, generated names of universities. Of course, the name of the university wasn't real at all. But it sounded like, you know, they generated, like, the name of a university. And they're like, oh, this archaeologist from this university went and found these fossils. Right? And it sounded very real and very believable, just in the way it was written. And I remember reading that article and be like, whoa, that's so cool, man. AI is the future. But they didn't release it to the public because they're like, this is too dangerous. You can generate a news article that sounds real, and then people will probably just believe that without doing any secondary research. So we're not going to release this to the public. And then they came up with fucking 5 more, even more advanced versions of it. And released that to the public, so...
Well, that time it was gonna work, so it's fine.
Yeah, this time, magically, the problems of it, of people believing information, aren't a problem anymore, for some reason.
Because the truth is out there, and people will find it.
This game has fucking mechanical fans for some reason.
They're Zonai devices, or whatever the fuck they're called.
They're blowers. They're fans.
Okay, where the fuck am I? This way?
Oh, they're boat motors. It's kind of funny.
Go, boat motors. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, there's no steering at all. Just gonna torpedo right into the wall.
We're good. I don't know why. I guess there's a slight current.
Anakin, you must choose. I can't hold on any longer. Fuck do you mean you can't hold on? You're the one who's blasting him with lightning. You could just stop at any time.
I'm too weak. But he might die if he does that.
I'm too weak. I'm too weak. Why did you do that? You did that. You chose to do that, bro.
Why you chose to do that?
Why did you choose to be evil, you fucking asshole? Oh, you can put the minecart? You can put the minecart on the mine tracks.
You know, that's on Max now. You can have your own Minecraft experience at home by throwing popcorn at them.
Oh, this is just my creeper farm.
You.
Why the fuck would you farm these things? They have good pussy.
Yeah, remember when he said that in theaters to all those children?
Just like in that one fucking Minecraft animated Newgrounds thing.
Oh yeah. That was the thing that happened.
Please do not look that up, dear viewer.
We won't give you any more context clues.
So, the Matrix... Here's what the Matrix got wrong. Their idea of simulation and, moreover, hyper-reality is just like... the totality of this idea of, like, living in a computer simulation, which is not at all what simulation and simulacrum is about. And you could say, oh, it's a metaphor, but the meaning is kind of entirely lost in that metaphor because it's just completely different. Like, the entire point of the book is supposed to be like, no, we're not living in a computer simulation, because it's not like the idea of a computer simulation originated with the Matrix. It didn't. That idea originated in like the 60s or something. Maybe even before that with like Alan Turing. So that idea has existed for a long time. But Baudrillard's whole thing was like, no, we don't even necessarily have to be living in a computer simulation to be living in a simulation. We can be living in a simulation of our own design, of our own creation, known as hyper-reality, right? And like, if you put a computer simulation in the fucking movie, yeah, you kind of just lose all of that nuance. You know, it's just kind of there. Like, you can definitely read that back into it, but you'd just be reading it into it at that point, which is not. It's not explicit.
So what would you do to make it more like Baudrillard? I mean, it would have to be like a completely different thing.
Yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't. I don't know if it would make a good movie, to be honest.
as entertainment. It's like the hugest thing for simulation. I don't know. It seems like.
Yeah, it really is. It's like it's got to be the most important philosophy surrounding like present day contemporary media. So it would be important enough to make a movie out of. But I'd really have to think about what I would do to make that work and entertaining. Like, it certainly wouldn't be as good as The Matrix, like, no matter what. It wouldn't be, because The Matrix is amazing.
Look at all this shit that I can trade for.
Whoa!
So those are crystallized charges, fragment crystals condensed.
Like, really the closest philosophy that The Matrix really embodies is like Plato's The Cave. Where the computer simulation is like the idea of the cave, and then going out and escaping the simulation is like, you know, the guy who escapes the cave and then is blinded by the sun at first, but then he realizes that it's beautiful. It's like, that's really the closest philosophy, is the cave. But you know, if you apply the idea of Plato's cave to like literally anything in our present day reality and like media space, that's literally all it takes to understand Baudrillard's idea of hyperreality, right?
What if someone was lying?
Taking the idea of the cave and then applying that to media or the news or whatever you want to apply it to. That's it. There you go. Now you understand hyperreality. That's it right there. Because it's more than just lying, right? It's not exactly about lying. It's just about like you're only seeing a recreation of something rather than the thing itself. So I don't know. I think most people nowadays kind of at least intuitively understand that, but having it explicitly put into words is like still very important.
Yeah.
It helps you really contextualize like what that is, instead of just it being a feeling, like a gut feeling. But I don't know, what would you do if you could like, as like a conceptual story idea, what would you do to make that idea into a story?
Like, I don't know, what's the conflict?
I don't know, you'd have to make it up. You have to make up a conflict. Because there isn't one. There isn't like an inherent conflict. Other than like the conflict. Because Baudrillard was like a massive Marxist as well. So like his whole thing of like everything would come back to class conflict for him.
Was there a lot in the... Do you remember the first game at all? Like, was there a lot of side quests that were just like with random people? Was it more main stories?
I don't know, because I didn't play it.
Oh, you didn't? 'Cause I feel... I don't know.
No, I didn't play.
I remember a lot... I don't remember many, like, side quests. But in this game, it's like Majora's Mask, where it's like every single character you meet has like a little story that you can do parts of. God damn it, what the fuck?
It's stuck on the rock. Look what you did. I don't know. I mean, that sounds awesome. A more Majora's Mask adjacent Zelda game, but
I can't move him.
You know, with the size and scale of Breath of the Wild. You can't what? It's stuck to the thing?
He's stuck. He's under it, so I can't move him.
You just gotta turn it upside down. Can you do that?
No, not with him in it. He's in the fucking way.
It won't let you pour.
There we are, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But I didn't
pour him
out. Come on, where's your friend now? Where?
Wake up, we gotta pour!
Wake up. Come on, you can walk fucking 5 feet. Yay! Piss.
I don't know, like you could probably get pretty abstract with the story idea because like, you know, Invincible managed to make a story about white privilege and male privilege, like using entirely superheroes, so you could probably go along similar lines with the Baudrillard's idea as well, like something that's, you know, wouldn't seem like it is. Yeah, I don't know.
Did it just get stuck? Oh, it's backwards.
What? It can only go... Oh.
Well, I guess I could do this.
There you go.
Kinda going really sideways. I don't think it's gonna work.
Now you have... What are you doing? You got it at a fucking huge-ass angle. Huge anus? Yeah, my name is
Oh,
Huge
fuck,
Anus.
I didn't see the railing was fucked.
Oh!
That's fucked up.
Shit! The fuck happened to Huge Anus?
Huge anus? We fell off and died.
Okay, guys, I can barely keep my eyes open. So that means it's time to go.
Say bye,
Oh,
Raru.
Bye, Raru.
Thanks for watching.
Alright, in the next episode,
We'll do something else. We'll
We'll
get to the next
probably
part, the third part.
still-
That's over here. This
we'll probably still be talking about Baudrillard
and we'll get over
in
here.
the next episode. But until then, we will see you in The Matrix.